Hello, Lessic Fox. Thank you for popping in. We're gonna get going properly in a couple minutes here. I'm just waiting for folks to trickle in. 9:05, I'll probably switch over to the game proper. But I hope you're having a good night. I appreciate it. I hope this weekend goes well for all of us. Grinding? On a game or something? If so, I hope you can at least put on something fun to listen to or whatnot. PSO2 NGS. Oh boy. That does sound like a bit of a grind. Let me go see what Discord people's up to. Yeah! I don't know, I hope you can find a way to make it fun. I've got this tonight and how to phone boyfriend with folks tomorrow. And that's basically my only plans for the weekend. I suppose we might as well just switch over. Log in with the potato. But yes, hello folks, my name is Sharon, welcome to the stream. We're gonna be continuing our adventures with Momo Jagaimo, my little potato. And tonight, we are gonna do the Valentine's Day event, or Valentione's Day. Yeah! Last weekend I did a lot of chores, like, all day, every day. So this is gonna be a day that I can enjoy, hopefully. Okay. Because I'm already in the Rising Stones, I'm going to do the next piece of, or I'm going to accept the next thing for MSQ. And then, we're going to go do the Valentine's Day event. You'll have to let me know if the audio's okay. Okay. Truth interpreted is truth transformed. Today's heroes may yet become tomorrow's gods, or something else. Kit, what are you doing? I have a magic button on my chat. What? Oh my goodness. Kit, thank you so much. You mean so much to me, my dude. Thank you so much for supporting me through everything. I appreciate you. Oh, but if you have a chance to see it a little bit later, I've heard that the Valentine's event this year is wicked cute. Also, I have a letter, apparently. Okay. I wouldn't be streaming without you, kid. So, thank you. It means a lot to me. Okay, let's do a little bit of MSQ. And then once I'm at like a solid, once I'm done with this cutscene and can leave the Rising Stones, I will go start the Halloween, or not the Halloween event, that's a year away, basically. Valentine's Day. You've also made a lot of strides over the course of the last year, kid. For real. I'm proud of you too. Welcome home, Momo. Alphino was worried sick about you. Why don't you go and set his mind at ease? Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Ceramic's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report. Oh, that's right! Last stream we got nerfed by Midgard Sommer. I forgot about that. You converse with Midgard Sommer. I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less resurrection and more rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly, an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Emic immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard Sommer in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you'd heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. Frost, thank you for popping in. I'm doing all right. I hope your day's going well as well. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Emic's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is there something you're not telling us, Momo? You seem different, somehow. 'Tis almost as if you're missing something important. Twelve forfend! Midgard Sommer stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you all right? How do you feel? I see. It is a relief to hear you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard Sommer made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear's fall states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Alphic and Nemia, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgard Sommer ever watch over the source, from which all water and magic was said to flow. Fuck! The fact that they're mentioning the source this early, holy shit. Okay, I'll continue. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Dragon Quest 1 Oh man, Dragon Quest is such a classic. Art thou a pawn or a master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? I'm not a crafter yet. That was mean, Midgie.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, no, Dragon Quest. It is the foundation upon which most RPGs are built. It laid the groundwork in the same way that Doom laid the groundwork for most other, like, shooter RPGs, or, well, shooty games.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Lucia is such an incredibly stalwart person. Stoic, but stalwart in her beliefs.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
That's fair, Frost. To be fair, a huge portion of the game doesn't have voice acting, or only has partial voice acting. It's especially that's especially true for A Realm Reborn, which is most of what I've played so far. Once you start getting into, like, Heavensward and some of the other expansions, there's more voice acting. The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet, regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgardsummer who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do not but observe the situation at a distance, and pray that our fears are unfounded. Oh, very true, it does get silly. Ether on demand. Alphino has a message from Umbrida for the Scions. Ere I forget, I believe Umbrida has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there's been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Would you be so kind? Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, I'll read it. I'll be good. Even though it's exactly the same, basically the same. Would you be so kind as to inform Umbrida that our Ishgarian visitor has departed? I must speak with the Crystal Braves, and I shall join you all forthwith.
As the receptionist of the Rising Stones, 'tis my job to receive all manner of guests with due courtesy. I've had to memorize the political positions and military ranks of half a dozen different nations.
Poor Tataru. Oh, Kildred! Yeah, I can do that. It is apropos. My other potato. Thank you for the redeem. Also, hello, Narokan. Thank you for popping in. I hope you're having a good day. That Lady Knight from Ishgard cuts quite a gallant figure, doesn't she? Considering the sudden arrival of foreign envoys and the like, preparing suitable meals at the Rising Stones can prove to be an interesting challenge. There have been no reports of suspicious masked men in Gridania, that is certain. But mayhap they weave their dark plots in other lands? I keep my senses strained for signs of Ascian activity, but there is little news to be had. Have their schemes reached some critical step? This silence is most disturbing.
I'm telling you, Thancred, keep pestering Monbreda and the only thing you'll become intimate with is her axe.
Such statuesque beauty, and possessed of a mind for research to match her belly for hard liquor. What does a woman of so many charms see in musty old Urianger? I hope you folks are having a good day. Oh, Thancred, you're very thirsty. Professor Lemonbird has published a thorough study on corrupted crystals and their properties. I highly recommend that you procure yourself a copy of his work. I must confess, the relationship between these crystal formations and the destruction of the Ascians quite escapes me. I hope we haven't gotten to that point in the story. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the solar, shall we? Did I miss anyone? No. My other potato. One of these days we'll have to do some more stuff on Keldred. I've summoned everyone to the solar. Twitzy Mombrita has something exciting to share with us. Your pocket knife, yes. Just throw and yeet. It's okay though, I'll just yeet myself at my enemies. Here's a question, will this have voice acting?
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
I mean, she's not a real
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
We haven't killed... well, we actually got nerfed last time, Acer. Also, thank you for popping in.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute! Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the great river of ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arcians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalimo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Gallian threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you're able. Go well.
And be safe. I hit the button too fast. Though I have little doubt you will prevail against the Empire's forces, I shall pray for your success nonetheless. Our very future might depend upon Moonbreeder being free to pursue her experiments. It really is just fun playing this over again for the first time since I beat Shadowbringers and seeing a lot of the references at this point.
For a small organization, we certainly chew through a prodigious amount of foodstuffs. Maybe I should put a lock on the larder door.
Well, yeah, Moonbreeder, like, it is kind of an interesting name.
We do seem to be running low on provisions.
I believe an excursion to the marketplace is in order. I see the Scions are once more ready themselves for the road. I, too, must make preparations for an absence from the Rising Stones. Hori was most eager to join you on the front lines of battle, but as fate would have it, the antecedent had other plans for our talents. It seems you have barely arrived before you must once more plunge into the fray. Duty is an unforgiving mistress, huh? The tasks we tackle are not like to be as realm-shaking. Coltene and I must also heed her call. Anyone else to talk to? If there's one thing I've learned playing this game is, gotta double check to make sure none of the NPCs have, unique dialogue every time. Okay. 'Twould seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already been deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our voices there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Oh. Midgie, are you come to bother me? Okay, no. Your duties take you to Northern Thanalan, do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Philemon travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary that my little Ashilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I may now stand at her side, not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah! Woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. Horibolder's such a silly bean. He's very earnest. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way, then? My icon thing's a potato? It is time for the Valentine's Day event. Actually, this is a good time to grab my mail. Whoa. Sorry, the colors that person were wearing, I thought they were cosplaying Alphino for a sec. A letter for the room contest. I'll have to ask my free company folks what that means. My free company is having a room contest. I'm assuming they want me to use these dies somehow? I'll have to check on the Discord. House Valentione Butler. Good morrow to you, adventurer, and may the flowers of love ever blossom in your heart. If you should desire to learn more of the Valentione's Day festivities, please do not hesitate to ask. I shall be only too eager to share with you everything I know. What's with all the hearts? We of the proud Ishgardian House of Valentione spread ourselves across Eorzea this day in the hopes that we may give budding sweethearts the courage to take their first steps together. Hearts across this fair realm torment themselves with unspoken ardors, and thus have we crafted events to inspire even the shyest of souls to confess their hidden feelings. What is Valentione's Day? It is a time of celebration when we honor the life of Countess Arabelle de Valentione, the High Lady of Ishgard who struck out against her life of cosseted detachment and risked all in pursuit of a pure and all-consuming love. In the years after the Countess's passing, a tradition became established among the Ishgardian populace. Every year at this time, they would strive to emulate her passion and her bravery by plucking up their own courage and bestowing a token of love upon the object of their affections. Who is Astrid? The Lady Astrid belongs to the newest generation of House Valentione's emissaries. As a descendant of Countess Arabelle de Valentione, the desire to see others' hearts skips a beat runs in her noble blood. If you would aid this diminutive avatar of love in her efforts to saturate the realm in ardor and affection, then you need but make yourself known to her. Who is Emilie? Emilie is a Gridanian native and an apprentice emissary of ardor. Alongside Lady Astrid, she strives to support those in need of a little push in their pursuit of love. She's always happy to meet new and old faces alike, so I encourage you to seek her out should you wish to make her acquaintance. Who is Lisette de Valentione? Lady Lisette is the former head emissary of ardor, and even now there are none who stoke the fire of passion in Eorzean hearts more than she. Having passed the mantle of leadership to Lady Astrid, she's taken to independently attending those in need of guidance with the matters of the heart. Who is Hortefance? Sir Hortefance is an emissary of ardor and the fiancé of Lady Lisette. Years ago, the lady found him on the verge of death and plucked him from its encroaching claws. The two were eventually reunited summers later, and they vowed never again to be apart. Sir Hortefance has passionately aided others in finding love for themselves ever since. Who is Kubla Koop? A Moogle who has labored long in the ways of love by traveling hither, thither, and even yon to deliver gifts, missives, and packages to the realm, all in the name of ardor and affection, of course. His contributions to the Valentione's Day festivities over the years have been nigh incalculable. Many are those who make wishes upon his heart-shaped palm as they pray for a love to be requited or for their heart's desire to be realized. He is first and foremost an emissary, however, so should you require a special delivery to a special someone, it is to him you ought to turn. So yeah, let me just dismiss you. So in years past on Kel, basically you help matchmake and keep the two adults together, Hortefance and what's-her-face, and they basically had a lot of back and forth for several years, and I think it was not this past year, but the year before, that it was officially passed on to Lisette's little sister Astrid, who is like a teenager, and she's doing her best to help out with everything. It's very sweet. It's Valentine's Day. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Mike, hello! Thank you folks for coming in! What were you streaming tonight, Mike? Thank you, Raiders. 13 escaped the prison. Final Fantasy 13? That's actually one of the ones I have yet to play. I've heard such good things about it, but I haven't played it yet. The game 13, not FF13. Oh, okay, duh, okay. Sorry, obviously I have Final Fantasy on the brain, but thank you for bringing your community in. Yeah, my name is Shara. I'm a special kid. I tend to do relatively chill games like Power Wash Sim and whatnot, plus RPGs, and on Wednesdays, some goofy games with friends. Oh, it's a first-person shooter? Oh, I honestly hadn't heard of it, but I hope you enjoyed yourselves. It's an FPS by Ubisoft. Interesting. Well, I hope you had a wonderful time, and thank you for bringing your community over. I appreciate you. Shh. We're actually about to do the Final Fantasy 14 Valentine Day event, so you came in at a good time. First time playing, I died a lot. I am terrible with first-person shooters, so I feel you there. But yeah, I hope it was at least enjoyable, even if you did die a lot. Hey, sir. It's French, it's 3 hours long, and it's about a man who was unfaithful to his wife. Happy Valentine's Day. If anyone doesn't know, that's from the classic Are You Ready to Buy? Yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And it's time to get the Valentine's Day event going, because it's wicked cute and the prices are really nice this year, including this outfit and another outfit as well with slacks.
Whatever shall we do?
The icing on the cake. Astrid's Valentione's Day plans have gone awry.
Oh, well met, friend. I am Astrid, emissary of love and ardor. Though the Valentione's Day celebrations are underway, I'm afraid that we're still preparing for the main event of the day. Why, if it isn't Momo! It's a pleasure to see you again. We're in dire need of assistance to see the festivities get underway, and an adventurer might be just what we're looking for. If it's not too much of an imposition, might I ask for your aid?
Oh, the remaster's bad? That's a shame. I hate it when that happens.
Oh, thank you! We've been hard at work getting everything ready for today. I even designed this fetching new outfit, and everything was perfectly in hand until we ran into a spot of bother. Allow me to explain. To celebrate Valentine's Day, we were to serve rather generously sized cakes to be shared with one and all. However, operations ground to a halt at the last minute, leaving our plans and cakes half-baked. The emissaries dispatched to assess the situation should be returning presently with further details. Would you mind joining us at the amphitheater entrance to meet them? It's most heartening to have your aid. The giant cakes are the keystone of this Valentine's Day, you see? If you would join us at the entrance, it shouldn't be long before the emissaries arrive.
It's a Friday night, so I expect that I'm going to the event that... I'm told it's a multiplayer event, so... There he be! He's got his little heart-shaped palm.
Oh, it's a bakery, Bedlam in there, Kupo. These pesky mammoths should be creating confectionaries bringing in ardor and affection, but instead, they insist on being a nuisance and an obstruction. It was all too much for us to handle alone. As I suspected, this might be best left to someone more skilled in the art of physical altercations. This is Kublakop, our Moogle emissary of love who labors tirelessly to deliver missives of ardor and affection to lovelorn souls the realm over. He's been instrumental in the celebrations of many a Valentine's Day. How could I turn down a request for aid after hearing the plan for such lavish deliveries of love, Kubo? Many paws make light work, as they say, so I collared a fellow Mog and flew over post-haste to lend our aid to the patisseries of House Valentione.
I'm part Quebecois. Why is it so hard to say these words?
These deliveries of love are nothing less than the cakes in question. Valentione's Day is a time to foster affection for one another, and how better to do so than by sharing a sweet, sweet treat? When we shared our vision with Kubikov, we soon came to realize that we'd need a facility capable of baking confectionery of colossal proportions. As luck would have it, there was an old manor on the outskirts of Twellswood, so House Valentione snapped it up and turned it into a grand patisserie. Everything was falling into place. As luck would have— oh shoot, I think I accidentally skipped that. Until the bespoke mammoth patisserie's commission from the Goldsmiths Guild went on a rampage. I would swear they had lost their minds had they any to begin with. Why, the little fiends took us for common cake thieves, Kubo. They all but barred off the kitchen in their ceaseless fury. Though we have a whistle to stop the mammoths in emergencies, they were upon us before my little lungs could fill with enough puff. I fear the situation might be beyond my power, Kubo.
Even with the mammoths behaving so, we cannot recklessly destroy such custom clockwork pieces, which means— please, Momo, we are our only hope. Will you dodge the malfunctioning mammoths, decorate the cakes, and save Valentione's Day? For the sake of those eagerly awaiting the festival, I beg you. It'll be a piece of cake. Yeah, Koopa's comments reminds me of those Korean restaurants that replace their kitchen staff with a factory-like machine. The customers are not happy about the quality from such change. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's almost like automating a lot of customer service-based things lowers the quality and makes people unhappy.
You two no doubt have matters to attend to here, so allow me to accompany our brave adventurer friend and provide what support I can, Kupo.
Potato saves love. Thank you. I'm sure that together you'll soon have matters in hand. You now have access to the patisserie seasonal instance. To enter the patisserie, speak with House Valentione Patissiere in Mikote's amphitheater or the Acorn Orchard. So yep, it is. So I can do it by myself or with a party of people. And I'm gonna try to. It's a Friday night, and this event was just released, so I'm gonna try to do this with multiple players. Thank you for your assistance. Allow me to escort you to the patisserie when ready. Should you wish, I would be happy to offer my assistance as a patissiere ahead of your foray. Ask about it. How many people can enter? The mammoths of the patisserie consider all who set foot within its halls to be intruders. To limit injury and incidents, I recommend entering as a group of no more than 4 capable individuals. So there's no restrictions, I can do it whatever. What can I expect to find? Decorate as many cakes as possible, while avoiding interference from the rampaging mammoths. Kubikov will take advantage of recipe selection and direct your hand accordingly. It would seem that the mere sight of completed cakes drives the mammoths into a further frenzy. Though they appear to return to a more docile state once all intruders have left the patisserie, please take care while you remain within. What can be done about the mammoths? There is a way to temporarily stop the mammoths in their tracks. This maintenance whistle from the Goldsmiths Guild causes the mammoths to cease all activity, baking or otherwise. Sounding it correctly requires a moment of intense concentration, so ensure to use it at the optimal moment to secure a route to the cake. Head in, and as a match party. I bet you anything this is gonna fill very quickly. But yeah, from what I can tell, or from what the website says. Oh, well, there we go, never mind. By doing this event 1 or more times, you get little chocolates you can exchange for various items. Oh no, look at this. Oh no! It's precious! do you have to be little criminals?
Thank you for agreeing to decorate the cake, Scoopo. 'Tis a simple matter of carrying the ingredients from the shelves around the room to the central cake stands. The ingredients you need are no doubt twinkling with anticipation, Kubo.
Cheesecake Factory vibes, you're not wrong.
There is, of course, the matter of the melee patisseries. Should they spot you, use the whistle to temporarily disable them. First one up. Heartberry cake, if you please. Ready, steady, decorate.
Okay.
No. No, 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 no.
I think. Okay, yeah. So what am I carrying even? Right click? Okay. Okay, damn. No matter what I do, there's a bunch of them around, so...
No.
Okay. Oh, you bitch. Oh, look how cute this cake is already. I hope we get a chance to look at the cakes later. Okay, wait, that person is doing the last one, so I think... yeah. Alonzi!
Hey.
Oh, wait.
Oh. The heartberry cake is complete, and what a fine cake it looks. Now let's see if we can create a chocolate egg pistachio cake.
Oh, you bitch. Okay, you. I'm not letting you stand in my way. Okay, chocolate. I can't tell if they... okay, yeah. Oh shoot, someone already got this one. What's the next one? Looks like sun lemons are still needed. This is so damn cute. Hey! Problem is that you can't be carrying something and use the whistle. It's the ones that are lit up. Yeah. Oh, you bitch. Okay, you know what? No. Come both of you. chocolate egg cream cake.
The mammoths are moving more quickly. Take care, Gobbo.
Okay, looks like they've got the whip. I think they've got the whip to go in. Let's get the roller berries. I hope I get a little bit of a chance to look at this place after the event's concluded, unless it teleports me right out. So I would love to take some screenshots in here. They've got, yeah, okay, so we just need, where's the other one? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you little bitch. Son of a bitch. We need, that person just got the last one of the, okay, that looks like that's over there. Oh, you bitch. Okay, that's the last person, so... Is that the last cake? Oh! Okay, well, every man for themselves then. Okay, so then we just fill it as fast as possible then. Listen, you little jackass. You little shit. What else is needed still? Over here. I don't know that we're gonna be able to get this one. Okay, that's it. Okay. I don't think we got it, guys. But hey, we tried. Ah, damn. I mean, 4 out of 5 cakes ain't bad.
4 cakes is quite something, Coop. You have a knack for cake decorating, Koopo.
Hey, we got an excellent. I'll take it.
Thank you for your wonderful help, Koopo. I can hardly wait to complete our delivery.
There was someone in the chat that was trying to... This person was trying to keep us coordinated. I just wasn't reading chat. Sorry. Okay, let's take a look at these cakes before we go. This, I think, was the random cake, or was it? I think it was, because it's not as, like, cohesive as the rest. Then you've got this one, which is, like... It looks like a little forest. Then this was the berry heart one. This was the... I don't know that they gave a name. This one... That's pretty. Let's take a look at the decorations real quick. This was the whipped cream. Oh, these were the frostings. Chocolate, pistachio... Quite tell what type of fruit that is. Looks that's lemon. And then we've got... Oh, these sections have names! Shelves of delicacies. These were the white Roland berries. I remember reading that. These look like nuts. Kiwis. Roland berries, which are basically strawberries. And lemons. Shelves of garnishes. Are these... What are these? Well, they're cute, whatever they are. These are like chocolate cubes. These were the chocolate roses. Chocolate hearts. I think these were these were macarons. Shelves of cake top. Oh my god, look at them. Look at them. They're Mugo cake toppers. Chocolate balls. Oh my goodness, little cactuar cakes. Hearts. Chocobos, looks like. Okay, this shit is... Oh, wait, I want to look at the... Oh, look at these two. Okay. Can't get in, which is a shame because these are so pretty. Look at the decorations. This place is officially, like, genuinely gorgeous.
I did it, childrens! Welcome back! I heard it was a resounding success. I must offer my thanks again, Momo. I've never seen such a charming confectionery. Now we can finally get the festivities underway. That said, with such a large-scale operation, we can hardly ask you to oversee the production of each and every cake. Would you be able to share the secret to your success? Keep a keen eye on your surroundings. Let no mimic go unpunished, Kupo. Positive thinking. Keep a keen eye. So, the key is to locate the required ingredients and identify the most suitable path to the cake. I'll send a request to the Adventurers Guild and ensure they include the sage advice. I'll see the appropriate transportation to the amphitheater so we can get the cake served up. Although I'm glad the celebrations could finally begin, I can't help but wonder what drove the Manos to madness. Kupo.
Something on your mind, Kupako? What did you do?
With you there to wrangle the mammoths, I was able to observe them more closely. And what should I see, Kupo, but traces of Moogle magics? And the only mag who would have had an opportunity to cast magic in the vicinity would be Kupna Kuko, who helped prepare the fruit. Mayhap he knows something of this.
Well, it seems our next course of action is decided. We must find this Kupna Kuko and find out and see what he knows. I can words, I'm sorry.
I didn't espy him in the patisserie, so I suspect he might be somewhere in Gridania. Though, in all likelihood, he would attempt a quick escape should I confront him alone. Momo, would you mind accompanying me as a suitably intimidating backup?
Thank you. I'll join the search once I've submitted a request to the Adventurers Guild for additional cake decorating support.
Kupna Koko is fond of strolls by the water wheel, so the nearby Lancers Guild seems as good a place as any to begin our search, Kupo.
I mean, that's convenient. I'm familiar with where that is. Thank you for agreeing to help us look for this Kupna Kuko fellow. Once I've submitted this request to the Adventurers Guild, I'll join in the search. I hope you find Kupna Kuko and get to the bottom of all this. For my part, I shall remain here and make sure there's cake enough for everyone. I think I can just teleport there.
Kupopo! That's him. That's Kupna Koko.
What did you do?
Kupna Popo! Oh, I can picture it now. Dozens upon dozens of cakes being presented to the adoring public. For the mammoths will be hard at work by now. Yes, everything moves according to my master plan. And all these confectionery delights will appear with neither man nor mog raising a paw. The commotion has been rather greater than expected, but surely 'tis not but boisterous enthusiasm rather. Kupopopo! Kupna Koko, I believe we found the mode to blame. Come, Momo, together we shall deliver justice.
You're coming with us. Come quietly, or I'll pull off your palm. You're coming with us.
Kupopopo! What in the name of good King Moogamog the 12th, may his magnificence remain unsummoned in his sovereign splendor, are you? Oh, such murderous intent! Spare me! Spare this cute fluffy mug! Kupo! Ah, Astrid, not only did Kupla Kuko know something of the matter, it turns out he's the very maker of this mischief.
What? But you said he helped prepare the fruit. Whatever could he have hoped to achieve by causing the mammoths to malfunction?
Malfunction? Wait, Kuponuts, you said they're malfunctioning? I had no... Oh no, I had such fun helping with the cakes that I returned to the patisserie after delivering the fruit. But Kupna was nowhere to be found, attending to another one of his many duties, I suspect. That has struck me, Kupo. If everyone was so busy, wouldn't it be better if the mammoths could make the cakes all by themselves? And so I cast a little Moogle magic, which then caused the mammoths to malfunction. Kupna Kuko, you mustn't do whatever spell you've woven, Kupo. Well, it may have been fairly easy to cast, but not so easily undone. Any attempted to spell it's liable to end up in exploded mammoths.
That would be far too dangerous for the mammoths, and perhaps more importantly, the cake. For now, we have a team of eager adventurers helping decorate the cakes, and we've ascertained that there was no intentional sabotage. Oh, what a fine mess you've made. Why didn't you think to ask anyone else before deciding on this plan?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause problems. I just wanted everyone to have as much cake as their hearts desired, Kupo.
Well, as an emissary of love, I've never wanted to turn away a helping hand. And the idea you have, you can always bring them to me. Especially if they're about cake.
Listen well, Kupna. Whether delivering missives, or lending aid, you must always see the task through to the intended recipient. With love. With love? Even though I'm not an emissary?
As long as one puts their heart into it, anyone can spread love and affection. Just look at Momo. Thanks to her, the Valentione's Day festivities can go ahead. And I think it's past time we went and enjoyed them for ourselves. The silly beans. Oh, the set's here. Oh, look, it's the ones we decorated are here. Can I tempt you with another? Oh, you do spoil me. Okay, here's my question, though. I'm pretty sure I recognize you guys from previous years. Wait. Okay, so, I'm almost certain that these guys were part of a Valentione's Day event from a couple years ago. There's just something about them that looks familiar. Oh! It's, I understand this need for cake on a deep and spiritual level. This is the guild leader for the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah. She's the one who made the mammoths. And I'm pretty sure this bean is from a previous year as well. Oh, this is great! Oh my goodness!
What a handsomely decorated cake, Kupo!
Okay, so, did I never do the, did I? Momo hasn't done the Moogle Mail events, Moogle Mail thing yet, has she? There's a series of quests you can do to help out the mail providers, and you earn like a title from it, and they're also really charming quests. I gotta do that on her. I don't know where, I have to look into where I unlock them because they're super cute. And then this was an outfit, I think, from a previous year on this chocobo. Oh, I love this. Now this is an intriguing recipe. This is the Limsa Liminsa Culinarian Quest fellow. Just look at how many cakes we managed to prepare. And to see everyone sharing a joyous moment over a tasty treat. Oh, it's a wonderful thing to see the preparations pay off.
What colossal cakes! And so many, Kupo. What a palaver, Kupo. Though I was most relieved to find Kupna Coco to harbor no ill intent. With my dear friend Aline partaking in festivities, I couldn't be happier.
Pretty sure Aline was from previous year too. And so these guys, up until a couple years ago, they were the main characters for this quest, for the Valentione's Day events. Hey, Lisette. Baking for another has always brought me joy, but I must say, it's rather nice to be on the receiving end, too. And so cake becomes a gift of love, one that bears Astrid's feelings to many, many more. How blessed I am to be part of Lady Valentione's legacy. Even the way Lisette eats cake is simply adorable, wouldn't you agree? Oh, I'm the happiest man alive. It may come as a surprise, but Astrid was slow to warm to me when I first saw Lisette's hand. For her to now consider me a member of the family, someone with whom she can share such joyous moments, it's an honor beyond words. I mean, you do kind of want your sister-in-law to like you, so yeah, that's fair.
As you can see, the day's main event is well underway, and cake has been served to one and all. Once again, allow me to thank you for your assistance. The confectionery you contributed is here, in pride of place. And thanks to your advice, the adventurers who undertook the request to decorate additional cakes were wildly successful.
So that's like the Chocobo one, and the other one was the Moogle one.
What a light and fluffy texture, Kupo. It's simply divine. And everyone seems to be having such fun. Is this what being an emissary is? Seeing people bask in these warm feelings? Why, this might even be worth doing the hard work myself, Kupo. Oh, at last you see! This is ardor and affection. This is the essence of love. It looks like everyone's having a good time. And it's thanks to your help that we made it this far. To think we were this close to everything falling apart at the final step. I couldn't bear the thought, not after all the hard work Asher put in to make this happen. I'll not delight in it. I can words, I'm sorry. I'll not deny I had my heart set on it. Not so long ago, I came to realize that sharing food and sharing a moment of bliss together is but another form of love. When the gifting of chocolate is a traditional practice, a part of me hopes that what we've created here today might become a new tradition. Sharing ardor and affection with loved ones and feeling their hearts answer in return, it's my most heartfelt wish that people across this realm are blessed with many such opportunities. And so, Momo, if you feel inclined to venture into the kitchen once more, we should gladly welcome additional cakes. Our celebration is just getting started after all. And I must insist that you partake as well before you go rushing back to the patisserie. I'll give you a slice right away. And I'll put the tea on. Won't you sit with us for a while? I think we've earned this. Okay, so I can do that. I can do that mission again if I want. Okay, that was fucking okay, so yeah, that was precious. This was so sweet. Valentione's Day Chocolate. A bite-sized piece of Richmond chocolate resembling the coat of arms for House Valentione. And then this, yep, this is a decoration item. Rolandberry Valentione cake. A towering spectacle of Valentione confectionaries garnished with Rolandberries aplenty. Okay, so that ad is about to start like any second now, so I'm gonna let it run, and in the meantime, I will go ahead and turn in some of these chocolates for the rewards. This is usually the vendor. Yay! Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I wanted. The outfit is so cute. And the fact that there's like two similar but slightly different outfits. And they... Wait, how many of these do I have? Oh, I've got 98 of the chocolates left? Okay, shit. Okay, I think I should be able to get everything. Okay, so some orchestrion rules. Which is the music. Wait, not just clothes? A table too? Table, I've already got one of the cakes. They do always have the pictures. And a rug. Well, I might as well get at least a couple of the chairs. Maybe another one of the rugs? And do I have any of these? I don't. So... These are so cute. Why don't I get a bunch of these? Because I have plenty of chocolate left. And I got everything. Here, let me... I want to see... Oh no, I got the wrong... Dang, nabbit. Oh wait, no, never mind. I got the right ones.
prismatic heart right. Oh, that's so cute! Look at it! And then I assume... Okay, this has to wear off. And then... And you can use... Okay, so you... Okay, you combine this with another person. That's cute as shit. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go put some of the clothing away. So many people are wearing these clothes. Oh wait, I wanted to see if these would store. Oh, they do! I'm gonna have to do this event on my other characters because these are too precious. Welcome back! I got all of the stuff, and it is now time to turn it into an outfit. And then the alternate stuff, I guess, into the alternate outfit. That's so cute. It's so cozy looking. And actually, I was thinking about dyeing it, and I might still. Actually, yeah, I might still do like a nice brown. I'm not sure what brown yet, but this does kind of, even as is, it kind of suits her. Then I want to take a sec and go to the Free Company house and put stuff away. Give me just a sec. I'm checking a thing. Sorry, give me a sec. I'm looking at the Free Company Discord. Okay. I was just checking to see that I didn't miss anything that was necessary of me from the Free Company I'm in. But it looks like I think I just got a participation trophy of sorts. Which is not a bad thing, because the stuff they gave me, the gunmetal black dye costs real money to get, or can. And the canary yellow is also tricky to get, so I am not complaining. These are excellent prizes and I appreciate them. Oh, sorry, this track is one of my favorites. Even without the lyrics, it's really pretty. Let me just go ahead and store. Oh yeah, I haven't shown my Free Company room in a while, so. this is what I've got going on. 'Tis very green. I also want to make stuff as close to the ground as possible to make it like feasible that Momo could actually use it. So I was endeavoring to make it feel like both someplace that suited her aesthetic and also like something she could actually use. And yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Let me just go ahead and put all these away. Okay. Right. Let's go ahead. I will have to get my hands on an orchestron from my room at some point when I have more gil to my name. Hey, I know that guy. Oh, did you see my my Inspector Extraordinaire thing? Oh, never mind. You're talking about Lessican folks. Okay. Hey, Wilred. Ah, yes. I know. I also know that bean. Commander Lavier sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Also, oh my goodness, I didn't know you were actually in the chat. Hello. Hello, thank you for popping in. I hope you're having a good night. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. Wispy, wispoo. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Raban's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein, that we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I'll inform the others that you've arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Hello. Lieutenant Chigaimo, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draftsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flame Station here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial army. I would once again ask for your aid. On the counter-offensive, Lieutenant Edelstein wishes to share a report with you concerning the Garlean's movements. We've been keeping a close eye on the Garlean garrison, and it would seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They would likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this information with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I've apprised your fellow Scions of the situation, and am heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Alian and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffensive. Meh. Could I have just run around? Yes. Am I lazy? Also yes.
Have you ever seen Moon swing her axe? Swipe, slice, cleave. There's really no stopping her.
Isn't it a beauty? A lady merchant in Revenant's Toll simply gave it to me. Said she was investing in the future or some such. Now that is an impressive piece of steel. Considering the weapon she wields, I don't believe the lady is in need of additional protection. Be it a squad of soldiers or some magic monstrosity, I shall allow no foe to harm the lovely Mumbrida. Thancred, keep it in your pants. Right then. Time to see if all this training is paid off. Ralger, wow, Shara. Ralger, guide my blade. You've come a long way, Walred.
Glad to have you with us, Momo. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelson has explained, the Garlands have deployed a small force from Castor Meridianum. Meriadum. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalamit's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west.
They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men.
Captain Ilbert.
Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bids you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at his disposal, the force should have little trouble contending with all the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack.
The reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls.
Aye, 'twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fart to the Garleans.
A wise choice indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of the storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column.
If you're with the Third, then, Warrior of Light, your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching this processing plant. When you are ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuyuhase. His scouts should have a rough idea where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operatives invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now, this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I have assigned you your own areas to scour clear of enemy soldiers. Aye, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. Can I actually? Yes, I can. Oh no! My poor kitty's underwater. Okay, let's not do that again. I wasn't expecting that. Hello! that one.
Hello.
You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean that, between us, more than a few Garleans will be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly make us earn our pay. I would be happy man if I never had to tussle with another one of those Magitech horrors. It's time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I'll contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Alian know the west is now clear. I'd appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Lieutenant Jagaimo, what news of the Garleans? Their raiding parties are no more, then. Excellent. The no, that's wrong. The Almagina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant's no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. I think we're at a point of the story that I really don't like. An uninvited Asian. Lieutenant Edelstein appears concerned for Monbrida's well-being. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Elian has reported a sound victory over the main column, and informs me that Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogadan lady with the large axe. It should appear she's chosen to remain at the side of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way. Oh, by the way, by I don't mean that it's not a good story. I mean that I'm upset about certain events that are to come.
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
Monbrida's parents basically also helped raise Urianger.
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
She senses me. A useful talent.
An Ascian, are they onto us?
Have fun, Naracon.
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
Gabrielis, you're such a prick.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Oh, that's right.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath.
I forgot, it's really only people with the echo that can understand the Ascians when they're speaking whatever language it is they're speaking. So she can see him and hear him, but she doesn't know what the fuck he's saying.
Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh, dear. Could it be that frail Hydelin has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us? Nabrialis, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
I don't wanna. If I'm right, and the Ascian is after Tupsimati, we must make all haste back to the Rising Stones. Minfilia must be warned. You're here. Master Louis Soir's staff is Captain the Solar, isn't it? Quickly now! This is the mission I was thinking of.
You two!
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain.
Thanks, Midgard
My
Summer.
kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
I hate this forced inaction.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Forget about me. Go! Ah, damn. This is not one I can do with NPCs. Okay, this... Moon, I really want to help you. There's some fucking, like, Kingdom Hearts ass bullshit. There's unfortunately nothing I can do to pass the time. Both of these are... I have to queue for them. As well as this. So yeah, this entire fucking time, they had a key to the universe in a display case. There was a reason that some of the scenes in this office, like, the shot lingered on Tube Sumati. Unfortunately, I'm not strong enough to solo it. Suppose I might as well read the description for this. A ruthless Asian known as Nabrialis has intruded upon the sanctuary of the Silence of the Seventh Dawn, spiriting away both the antecedent and the powerful relic she refused to yield. Pursue the Paragon through the dimensional rift and prize Minfilia and Tube Samati from its tenebrious grasp. 1 to 8 players? Oh, this is a trial. Well, I'll give it another, like, 7-ish minutes. If it doesn't pop by that point, I may just have to do this another night. Problem being, I have nothing to do. I don't have any other quests on my docket. Well, maybe I can leave and dig around. And it figures that the fucker attacks right when this place is deserted. Everyone else is literally out helping in various places. Actually, come to think on it, where do I accept the Male Moogle quest? It says that the character is meant to be nearby. Oh, is this it? Of errant epistles, yes. Clinthota tires of having possessions of others foisted upon her. 7 hells! Are these bloody furballs blind? Scarnfrisk sin, not Scarnfrisk win. It's writ clear as day. Pardon. The Mughals meant no harm, I'm sure, but this marks the 3rd time this past... Of course, it figures. 3rd time this past fortnight, I found myself in possession of a delivery intended for another. I do not expect all Mughals to be well versed in Rogadin naming conventions, but when they're unsure of their intended recipient, could they at least have the courtesy to ask? You know, mood. This just keeps happening to you, my dear. Can you be less of a creep, Nabrialis? I don't remember this fight at all. I should not toy with you as does La Habrea. Witness the terrible might of a true servant of Zodiark. Ruination. From the deepest pits of the abyss, I summon thee. Oh, so wait, are we supposed to... Sir? Insatiable hunger of the void, devour all light and return this world to perfect darkness. This is the most Kingdom Hearts-like nonsense that we've encountered thus far in this game. This is just the end of the world in Kingdom Hearts 1. I actually should finish that marathon I did. Can you knock it off? Great. Here we go again. Do we alternate the balls? I really can't tell. Okay, yes, we alternate the balls. assuming that if we let too many of those balls hit him, we would have been a wipe. It has been long enough since I've played this level, or this fight, that I don't really remember. Enough with the teleporting! Of all current events shall wither at the endless something in the merciless embrace of eternity. You're being very dramatic, sir. Are we supposed to stand in those? I really don't know. Oh, is this a DPS race? Secret Asian man. Ah, I'm alone. Yeah, now look at this shit. This is so silly. Thanks.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
He stole some person's body to do this shit.
Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
Yoink you into the fucking Pokeball.
What? What trickery is this? No. No! You cannot! No!
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free! Concentrate! Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
I don't think that's the problem here.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louisoix, I understand now. The choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Moonbreeder. She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
I do think this is where I'll leave it for tonight. It's a good place to start off next time, and I've also got an ad coming in a minute, and I don't really have the spoons to keep going tonight. So, I'll leave you with this for tonight. I really didn't want this, I was dreading this event from the moment we met Moonbreeder again. It's not a happy event, but it does lay the groundwork for many events that are to come. But for those of you who did join me tonight, thank you for coming through this with me. I'm going to be live for some Huntful Boyfriend tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Take care, stay safe, and until we talk again, have a good one. Now let's go say hi to Cat.